Hi everyone, welcome to the recap of Wednesday Evening ESOL week 4. So just to remind you what we've covered so far in the course. So in week 1, we revised the simple present tense. In week 2, we looked at regular verbs in the simple past. And last week, we looked at irregular verbs. So this week, we were practicing using the simple past, regular and irregular forms by telling life stories. And by the end of the class, you were able to tell your life story using regular and irregular verbs in the simple past tense. So we looked at some key expressions for life events, and you can see these on the slide here. So useful expressions include to be born, so I was born. To get married, so in the past, you'd say I got married. To start school, so I started school. To graduate, so when you finish university and you get your degree, I graduated. And we also talked about moving home, so I moved home, I moved to England. And also to buy a house or buy a home, I bought a home in the simple past. Then we looked at some more expressions and the correct past simple verbs that you needed for these. So additional expressions included I got engaged, so when someone asks you to marry them before you get married, and also I got divorced, so if the marriage doesn't work and you decide to separate, you divorce. We also looked at passing your driving test, so I passed my driving test. And also when you use the verb meet to say I met my girlfriend or boyfriend or partner 10 years ago. Then we did a listening exercise talking about John's dream. And first of all, we looked at key vocabulary that we were going to use in the listening exercise. And then we did some comprehension questions about the listening. Finally, we wrote a summary of the listening. And then we did some speaking in groups about our dreams when we were children and whether or not those dreams were the same or different now. Finally, we used the expressions that we'd learned to tell the life story of Anna. So you can see here that she was born in 1990, she started school, she graduated, she got her first job, and she met her boyfriend. Then she moved to London, she got married, and she bought a beautiful puppy. And then finally, students told me a summary of their life story. And for homework, you need to write down that life story and send it to me by email. Thanks everyone, see you next week.